G'day everybody again. Zalgariath, still in Ireland, but this time up in the north. I don't actually know what county I'm in at the moment. I think it's County Leitrim, probably. We'll have to check that when I go. I'm pretty close to the border of a few different counties. And we are at some more Neolithic tombs. I know it looks very dark at the moment. I'm hoping that the light actually comes out a little bit better. But where we are, 5,000 years old, so they're older than Stonehenge and they're older than Newgrange, which is the very big passage tomb, or passage temple as they like to call it now, further down south, which I visited previously. There are 3 of these tombs now. You're currently looking into the first one, which is accessible, and I'm just going to climb in now to give you an access point of view. Don't know if there's enough light to see me. The little head torch isn't doing that good of a job, but it's a fairly substantial structure. It goes back a few metres. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 passages in here, 2 of which are still closed off, the others have been excavated. And it's one of 3 of the tombs up here, as I said. And as this has been pretty dark, we'll turn you around and you'll see why they chose to build it here. It's a very narrow opening. Get out again. But this is the view from the outside. Coming up on screen now, that's Lough, which is where I'm staying and why I chose to come here. Got a first to find just out on that peninsula, Terrain 5, which is meant to be a boat, but I kind of cheated. And then this is where I've just climbed out. So it's a little bit of a squeeze, but not too bad. Pretty good for 5,000 years old architecture. And there, further up the hill, you can see the other 2 tombs. The middle one there is closed off, but we can get into the top one, which is meant to be the most impressive, so I might get some more photos up there to add to the end of this. And apart from that, you've got almost 360 panoramic completely around. Sligo, that's where I am. I'm in County Sligo, because Sligo town itself is just out that way for a while. You would come to me eventually. Okie dokes, well if I get a few more photos I'll tack them onto the back of this video. Next week, where are we heading now? Northern Ireland. We're off to Belfast, where I will have my I Have Cached 500 Days event being held on Tuesday next week. Tuesday or Wednesday? Either way, I'm getting pretty close. We're on like 490 something at the moment, and then perhaps this madness of the Geo Streak can end. But then again, perhaps not. So I'm still having a lot of fun with it. Alright, Zalgariath out. Catch you soon. Well, I couldn't help but take another short video. Sunset's just approaching up here. Started to come earlier too, now it's the first day of October. I should probably mention that there is a cache up here, which is the whole reason that I showed in the first place, called Soulless. Quite old, deployed in 2004, GCK678. I'll put a link to it somewhere on the YouTube video as well. So just another quick pano around. I am going to deploy a MUNZEE up here as well, naturally. I'm not going to put it on the actual monument itself. I'm just going to put it nearby here, as there's a slightly newer monument, namely a sundial, which somebody has constructed, and I don't think they'll mind if I add myself a small MUNZEE. And final, the second one is collapsed. Like I said, you can only get in about a metre to it, but this one's a bit of a different story. Here's the faux sundial that's been set up, and there's my MUNZEE. The trick I've been using for quite a few of them, just to keep them protected but fairly obvious, is cable tie them to a piece of stone, and I'll hide him somewhere obvious just around here. Before we log off, let's quickly go for a bit of a wander, and I'll show you this final tomb that is perhaps the most impressive. I haven't actually climbed inside yet. It looks pretty good. Watch all the water. Ireland is just absolutely full of these amazing places. It's just everywhere you go. I mean, Sligo is relatively remote by Irish standards. and you can just follow your caches thanks to the locals. Oh, got someone in there already. That's okay, I was just taking a video of myself climbing in. We've got someone else visiting too. He's in there as well, is he? Well, here, I'll have to give you the link to the YouTube video then, and you guys can see it too.
Oh, wow.
Where are you guys from?
I'm Canadian.
You're Canadian? Which province?
Vancouver, BC.
Vancouver, BC. Oh, you used to live in Newfoundland for a while.
Did you?
Indeed.
Friends from there.
Not too bad.
You talked me into going in.
Well, this looks like the best one apparently, so I'm going to have a crawl in there too now. Probably going to lose the video. Nice to meet you. See you later. It's nice to have a random hobby.
Now then, where's my torch?
Thank you. Well, there's not just caches up here, obviously. Torch in one hand, camera in the other. Not bad. Not bad at all. It's getting a bit further now. Tight squeeze. Been drinking too much Smithwick's. Here we go. I might stand in here, I think. Okay, holy moly. Now again, I've only got this little light to show us the way. But it is rather impressive. We've got 3 distinct passages set out in the cruciform pattern, as they like to call it. So I learnt at Newgrange, nothing to do with Christianity of course. This predates the Christian church by 3,000 years. Just a very stable structure. And even though it gets quite a lot of rain in here, it's pretty much bone dry 5,000 years later. Alright, well, I'll probably leave you there for this little adventure. Might be able to have 1 or 2 more before we go. But for the moment, from County Sligo, this is Zalgariath signing off again. See ya.